All right, guys, what's going on? Good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the aftermarket recap. My apologies for my tardiness. Tons of traffic out there. I just had to run and get some Starbucks after today's session. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 5:17 Eastern Standard Time. Again, my apologies for being late. I usually start at 5, but here we are. It is May 5th, 2022. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Let's talk about it. What a meltdown. Dow down 1,063 points, 3.12%. NASDAQ down 5%, let's just call it, 647 points. S&P 500 down 3.5%, 4146. The VIX Volatility Index up 22%, 3120. Let's say equal weight S&P down 3%. Small caps got ripped today, down 4%, 185.67. The dollar did continue to rise, up 0.93% at 103.54. 10-year yields completely soared, got as high as 3.108% or 3108. Yields ended the day right at 3.066%. Gold, let's see, gold futures. Gold futures up 0.45%, 1877 an ounce. Crude up 0.75%, 108.61 an ounce, a gallon, excuse me, a barrel. And then the gallon is $3.67 for gasoline. TLT fell 2.74%. Those are bonds. Remember, they move inverse of yields. Bonds were completely sold off today. It was high yielding bonds down 1.77%, investment grade down 1.5%. And then you have here Bitcoin completely hit today. 36,375 was down worse, nearly 10%. Ethereum 6.86%, 27.55. That's where we are today. If you were part of the group, if you are in our Discord channel or Discord server, you would have seen the complete everything that we broke down. So at the expense of repeating myself constantly, I will show you exactly what I wrote and exactly what we're looking at. So let's take a look first at S&P futures. It's good to have a sense of perspective. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Isn't that the most important thing in life? Let's go ahead and start from Sunday at 6 to today. So if I showed you this chart today, S&P 500, or let's make it even easier, forget futures today. We'll go to SPX. SPX will start from Monday at 9 o'clock, 9:30. Here is your market action this week. You probably say to yourself, Carlos, what does this mean? Why are you showing me this? Yeah, we did have a pretty nasty day today, but we're still in range. Nothing has really changed in terms of kind of a breakout or breakdown. I was talking about that 4,300 level on the S&P with Twitter and our blog. But all we did is get back to support. We did break a little bit. We did catch 5 trades today. 4 of them were puts. Well done, team. But again, look at that 41.14 level. That's support. We did break it before. So again, support is like a mattress. It's not a piece of plywood. It is not concrete. It can sink and then bounce. Same deal here. We can sink and then bounce. I did hit calls at the end of the day on QQQ. Again, nice bounce to close. But again, let's keep a perspective, guys. Look at this. Really, the deviation you had was right around 40.75 and 4,300. So if we count it based on the Fibonacci support levels, let's just call it that, you're talking about here being about 75 to 114. We'll call it about 40 points. And from this level 80 to here, about 20 points. So again, about a 20, 40 handle deviation from support and breakout. So again, it's nothing really to get riled up for. I know the balloon number really kind of gets people's attention, Dow down 1063, but we were up 900 yesterday. So net day, in 2 days, we netted down 100 points on the Dow. Again, it's important to have that kind of perspective in the market. So what I really want to focus on here, guys, is yields. I know, boring. But yields are important, guys. A 10-year yield. We had a new high in a 30-year mortgage with Fannie Mae fixed. Since the highest since 2009, guys. So again, you could see here, 31.25 is my high. That's my next high. And then we actually have the most recent high, multi-year high. Let's take a look at it here. And you could see here, 32.48 being the highs since 2017. 2017, yeah. So again, it's not like we've never been here before, but you could see 32.48, very, very key level for TNX. So again, if we continue to go higher, again, we're going to get more pain in the stock market, especially with NASDAQ and tech companies, because it costs them more money to borrow as credit markets see HYG and LQD go down. LQD being high investment grade, HYG being junk or high yielding. But again, let's keep an eye on this here. TNX, that's your yields. VIX, very important to look at as well. Take a look at the hourly. Again, it's just an index. We did break above higher, but I did put these two lines here, 31.62 and right around 27.96. Very key levels for VIX. If we kind of stay around here, maybe retest here around 28.22, we're going to get a little bit of a relief bounce tomorrow in the markets. Tomorrow is non-farm payroll day. That is tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. That's the jobs report. We'll go ahead and see what we expect here. Here's what I had the market blog today. Tons of stuff. We talked about the VIX. We talked about yields. I put the charts up. We talked about that reversal here. This is why we went with calls. Again, I talked about it earlier. I said, keep in mind, this is at 124. I said, keep in mind, guys, if we get a pop in volume higher than the previous volume bars on the 1 hour and it's a green candle, that's your signal that shorts are covering, right? So keep that in mind. And what happened today? Again, you see this blue candle here? We talked about this, the spike in volume and a change of direction. I'm not saying we're going to go to 5,000 tomorrow. I'm not saying we're going to soar 1,000 points tomorrow. I'm saying that expect a little bit higher, even in the future side for a little bit. We'll get a little bit of a pop. Let's see if we get to 318. And again, that's my levels I'm looking at. Let's go to ES, S&P futures. If you're a futures trader today, you're looking for 41.83. If we get there, that is a nice first step. But again, we still have a little more to go. Looking at NASDAQ, 13,000, big key level. If we can recapture 13,000, then we're back in range. The only one that's really back in any kind of decent range is really S&P futures, which bounced off of 41.01. Let's see if we can get back to 42.52, and that's what I'm looking at. All right, guys. Patron Boy says, good afternoon. Do you think NFP report can be what it takes to get us to 4,000? No. What's going to get you to 4,000 is if TNX does break above 32.48. That's exactly what you need to get to 4,000. Remember that gap fill, 40.20? That's exactly what we're looking for. Back-to-back 150-point drop seems crazy. They overshot it after the Fed. That big drop, and then it would retrace. Remember, look what happened today. Guys, all we did was, here was the initial pop, 41.57. Gave it all back, and now we're back to that, 41.57. Kind of like a nature's healing moment. So basically, if you bought at noon, you pretty much got back to break even if you're in futures. And yes, QQQ and SPY can definitely bounce tomorrow. We had a nice bounce towards close, but again, that's something we need to look at if we are if you're trading futures. So again, I will be watching tonight and see if we get any kind of moves. But these kind of 1,000-point moves, remember, they don't last up or down. You get these vicious rallies back and forth. And in terms of a bear market rally, we've had ones that are a lot higher. So remember, we only gained 900 points on the Dow yesterday. I know, only, but we're down 1,063 today. So again, kind of evens out. NASDAQ was on fire, as we saw. Again, this is all just trading opportunities. That's all the way I see it. And in QQQ, I did have calls. I think we get to 315 tomorrow. If we continue higher, let's see if we can get above maybe 316.54. We can start playing the 320s for next week, maybe 318s. If we're looking at ES or SPY, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 415.05. We break that, maybe 417 to keep it close. But again, a little bit of a relief rally or relief bounce is in the cards as long as we hold 41.01. That's right here. And to the penny, to the T, we got it. 41.01 was your previous invasion lows. I did not update my Fibonacci's levels because we did break. But again, I think I'm going to keep those fibs for now. It kind of helps me, kind of gives me a little bit of a guide of how things are going. So again, here's my updated fib levels. I know I have a lot of arrows, but you can see 41.01 to the penny is still your support right now on S&P futures. Have a great rest of your afternoon, guys. Members, you had a great day. Awesome. I'm so glad we did great. Let's keep it going tomorrow. Nick will be doing the video for you guys just to recap our positions. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you for all who reads the blog. Great stuff. Let's keep it rocking, guys. I'm excited. I'm a little tired, but the show must go on. Tomorrow's another day, and let's see if we can make it keep it killing, keep it going, and keep that momentum going. Great day today, guys. Cheers.